then exits the body anteriorly. Okay, and then it would be on deep inspiration. Okay, so with good inspiration, diaphragm should be at the level of the 8th and the 10th rib. So basically, your heart is not magnified, and then your lung parenchyma is not obscured with the scapula. Okay, so this is your AP view. So in patients that cannot stand up, so in intubated patient or infants, okay, so take note that you will have a magnified, a magnified heart, okay? So magnified na ang imong heart, okay? And then there would be obstruction, makita nimo ang ihang scapula, okay? So there are other views also aside from your PA and your AP view. So lordotic view, if after the PA view, okay, there would be suspicion on the apical portion of the lungs. So this view would focus on the apices of your lungs. Okay. A lateral decubitus, no, if there's, let's just say, opacification and you're thinking that this is fluid. So you ask the patient to lie on their side, no, on the affected side. Okay, so take a look at this patient, no, na ay layering. So you will really see the layering of the kanangkuan, of the fluid, if it is free flowing. Okay. Okay. So basically your anatomy, so this would be anatomy of your chest x-ray. Okay, you would have your spinous process, okay, your clavicle, okay, your scapula, okay, here, your aortic knob, the presence of your left bronchus. This is your hilum, your descending aorta, okay, your gastric bubble is always on your right, okay, this is your diaphragm, okay, kanang dome shape diha, okay, your right atrium, your posterior rib, klaro kayo na yung posterior rib, okay, and then your anterior rib. So your anterior rib is at the back, okay, your posterior rib is in your front. Muna siya imong klaro kaayo imuhang posterior rib, and then the presence of your trachea. Okay. So those are the structures that can be visualized when you have a PA view X-ray. Okay. So normal chest X-ray, so airways, you will see the lobes of the lungs, mediastinal structure, the pleura, and other structures. Okay. So this, So this one, it would be your trachea. Okay, so it should be at the midline. Okay, klaro kay na siya. Okay, how about the bronchial system? So this would be the presence of your bronchial system, but you cannot actually visualize that properly in your X-ray. But this one, you can visualize properly. So your right lung has 3 lobes. Okay, the right, upper, middle, and lower. Okay, and then the left would have 2 lobes, the right and the lower. A right upper, a left upper, and then your right lower. Okay, and then your major fissures. Okay, minor fissures. Okay, the lobes. Okay, sorry, and then that would be the how the fissures would look like on the lateral view. Okay, so this is how you divide your lungs. Okay, so this would be your right upper, right middle, and then your right lower. Okay, left upper, and then your left lower. Okay, this is how it would look like on the right lateral view. Okay. Okay, so your aorta and your pulmonary artery can also be seen on your chest X-ray. So the red part, no, the red part here on the top, no, so the first knob would be your aorta. The second knob would be your pulmonary artery. Okay. So those are your bumps. Okay, sorry. So that's your ascending aorta, okay, middle pulmonary artery, and then your superior vena cava. Okay, so that is how you would identify them on your chest X-ray. Okay, your right atrium and your right ventricle. Okay. So pulmonary vascular markings, they are composed of the pulmonary arteries and veins, bronchioles, and your arteries and veins. Okay, so it taper peripherally and thicker in the basal segment. Okay, so take note, huh? So mean to say, in your middle or your inner markings, so this would be your pulmonary vascular markings. So normal na siya, those are not infiltrates, okay? So mo taper na siya, and then gradually your vascular markings would disappear in the peripheral. Okay? Tapers peripherally na siya. Okay. So your pleura, no, that would be your lung, and then your what type of pleural is that? That's your visceral pleura. Okay, and then your parietal pleura, and then your pleural space. Okay, so normally you would have at least 15 to 20 cc of pleural fluid. Okay, so your costophenic sulci should be sharp. Okay, so if it is not sharp, if it's blunted, that means to say you would have accumulation of fluids there. So that is how it would look like on your posterior view. Okay, liver shadow, your gastric bubble, it's always on the right side. Okay, left hemidiaphragm, okay. So, systemic review of your chest x-ray. So, degree of inflation, okay, lung volume, mediastinal distortion, hilar expansion, lung opacities, and others. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so important signs of radiography, your air bronchogram and your silhouette sign. So, an air bronchogram is your branching lucencies within the opacified lungs. So, it denotes airspace disease like a pneumonia, pulmonary edema, hemorrhage, parenchymal involvement, and absence of mass lesion. So take a look at this one. Branching, okay? So this is hyperlucent. Kita mo ani niya kana. Okay? You can see the branching part. So that would be your air bronchogram. Okay? So another structure, much more visualized in this part. And then this part also. Okay, actually, you can see your airways already. So most likely, this patient either has consolidation, okay, mga pulmonary edema, makita gyud ninyo kay it is against a white background, no? Makita nimo, you can see the branching. Okay, this patient would have an RDS. It's not so clear, but you can see the lucencies here. Okay, so that would be your air bronchogram. Okay, how about like mga bilateral airspace opacities? Okay, opacity mean to say puti na siya, ha? Opacity meaning it's white. Okay, so maybe that's also pulmonary edema. Okay, bilateral. Maybe your patient would have a cardiac problem, kay bilateral man siya. Okay, so airspace diseases. Okay, so this patient has history of trauma. So there's opacification. Okay, so opacification means that there's white stuff or white markings on the right upper lobe. Okay, so maybe that's pulmonary contusion with the background of history of trauma and peripherally located. So bilateral, mean to say, no, usually bilateral and then central, history of cardiac, renal, or liver disease. How about this one? No, unilateral and peripheral in location. So most likely you would have pneumonia. Okay, so that is how you differentiate the opacification. Okay, so silhouette sign, any intrathoracic lesion obscuring the cardiac border, aorta, or diaphragm is anatomically contiguous with the structure. Okay, contiguous, let's say continuous. Okay, so it will tell you the location. So obliteration of your right cardiac border, so the lesion is anterior, so most likely your right middle lobe is affected. Okay, right cardiac border. Let's see, namna example ron. Okay, so left cardiac border, so lesion is anterior, so the affected side is most likely your lingula. Okay, adjacent structure na siya. Okay, so inig-beam ana sa light, so mean to say, so you would have, di ba, the what you call that, the markings, no, cannot be visualized. Okay, di ba kani imong pink emulsion ani naman siya markings, you cannot visualize. Mura siya o one structure. That's why it's continuous. Okay, adjacent. So if the lesion is in the right paracardiac but not obliterating the cardiac shadow, so the lesion is posterior, so most likely the right lower lobe. Okay, if the lesion is on the left paracardiac, not obliterating the cardiac shadow, the lesion is in the posterior area, so it's in the left lower lobe. So mean to say, no, posterior man siya. So the lesion is at the back, okay? So non-contiguous ang structure. Okay? So you can see the borders there. Okay? So okay, this one. So you have obscured right cardiac border. So where would the lesion be? So this is adjacent, right? Kaya nawala man ang imuhang cardiac border. So where is the lesion? Right upper, right middle, right lower? Agoy.
Right middle, Doc.
Good. Right middle. Okay. Okay. So you will have a right middle lobe pneumonia. This one. Obscured ang left cardiac border.
Right left lower.
Left. Remember, left lower.
Probably, Doc.
Yeah. Okay. Lingular ang imong pneumonia. Okay. Good. This one. So there's a pacification in the left, but take note, you can see the cardiac border. Kana. So left lower lobe pneumonia. Okay? So the other one, kay wala man ni siya, no? So sorry ha. Kani siya dili kay nimo makita ang iyahang border, so man na siya nga lingula. This one, nakita man nimo ang iyahang border, so that's why the left lower pneumonia. Okay? So also when you are reading, take note of the patterns. Okay? Airspace filling opacities, no, like your pneumonia, opacification secondary to atelectasis, interstitial opacities, no, fluids, nodules, or mass-like lesions. Okay. So when we are talking about pneumonia, okay, so this one, so you will describe is as opacification in the right upper. I think there's also a, what you call that, air bronchogram. So you would have, no, right upper lobe pneumonia. Okay. Next, sorry. So this one, napailain, kanara.
Nasaan sa right middle, Doc?
Okay, kana right middle. Okay, good. And then sa left lower. So you would have, actually, mura na siya bilateral or diffuse na siya pneumonia. So right, pneumonia in the right upper, right middle, and left lower lobes. Okay? This one. Pareha kanina. Pneumonia in the left lower lobe. Okay? Because you can see the cardiac border. Okay? Pneumonia in the left lower lobe. This one. So
Right.
how do you describe this one? Right upper, no? Okay. So actually this one has a bulging of the minor fissure. So very specific na ni siya. Klebsiella pneumonia, but so suffice it that is a right upper lobe pneumonia. Okay, good. Okay. So in atelectasis, there will be direct and indirect signs. Okay, so direct signs, we say if you see that one, definitely that's an atelectasis. Indirect, maybe it will be atelectasis. Okay, so direct signs, deviation of the fissures, crowding of the lung markings, and increased opacification. Just like this one. Okay, deviation of the fissure, okay, nisaka siya, crowding of the markings, and increased opacification. This one, indirect sign, shifting of the mediastinal structure. Where should it shift? In the affected site. Okay, elevation of the diaphragm. Actually, in this case, you cannot actually visualize the diaphragm properly. Narrowing of the rib spaces, and take note, compensatory hyperinflation of the unaffected lung. Okay, so that would be your direct and indirect signs of atelectasis. Atelectasis means to say there would be loss of volume, probably because of obstruction. Okay, maybe there's phlegm obstructing your airways, so muna ni collapse siya. Okay, volume loss. Okay. So take a look at this one. Okay, so there would be deviation of your mediastinal structure to the opposite side, and then elevation or deviation of your fissures. Okay, so that's on the right upper lung atelectasis. Okay, this one. So take a look. Complete opacification of your left lung. Okay, you cannot see your diaphragm, or there will be elevation of your diaphragm. Okay, where's the heart? Can you still visualize the heart or not?
No na, Doc.
O na. So there will be shifting of your mediastinal structure to the opposite side. Okay, and then take note, there's flattened naman yung Picas diaphragm, so most likely you would have hyperinflation. Okay, so this would be a massive atelectasis. Okay, so fluid, no, it can be pleural effusion, hemothorax, so it could be blood, no, and then you can differentiate it if it is transudate or exudate, and then check if it is free flowing by using your lateral decubitus position. Okay, so this one, okay, blunting of your claustrophrenic sulci, and then take note, no, non-ischemic line. Can you see the line almost?
Yes, Doc.
Okay. Okay, on lateral decubitus, take note, there is layering. Okay, nilayer na siya ang imuhang fluid. So this is a free-flowing pleural effusion. Okay, this one. So take note, ha, opacification. Okay, puti man gihapon na. So maybe in the left lower lobes, no, partially on the left upper. Okay, and then there would be shifting of the mediastinal structure to where? To the opposite side. Ha? Kaya diba, tanawa yung heart. Na-push siya sa Picas. No? So you are sure that there is something there that is pushing your heart to the opposite side. Definitely it's not air, because air would be, what color would it be?
Black, Doc.
Black. Okay, so puti man siya. So pada siya, di po natin ang bono. So it is fluid. So you would have a kanang pleural effusion. Take note also, actually, di man kayo siya klaro kung dito rin no, but there is supposed to be a meniscus sign there. Okay, so that is your effusion. This one. Sige, kana, line, klaro kaayo. Okay, opacification of the right lung, no? And then you can see the markings there. Okay, the line yun na siya. So most likely, that would be an effusion also. Okay. This one, okay, klaro po ni iyahang line. Okay, a magnified area view. Okay, pleural line at the periphery, so effusion yapon siya. Kani, can you see the line? Wala na no. It's like complete opacification yun. And then pushing of the mediastinal structure to the opposite side, so you would have a massive effusion. Okay. So when they did, Torino, klaro kayo no, pushing to the opposite side when they did a CTT. So look at the heart. It goes back to midline, and even the trachea. Narawan trachea diri. Okay, to the opposite side, your bronchus. Okay, and then after CTT, relieve na ang iyahang kuan fluid. So it goes back to the middle. Okay, mediastinum naman siya. Okay. Okay. Effusion can be unilateral, can be bilateral. Usually, if kanang bilateral siya ba, okay, so